full day of eating. It's been a while since I've done this. I've not been tracking macros lately, but I'm going to track today for you guys. I've been eating this way for years. I think almost 4 years now. Been doing a ketogenic diet. To me, it's so easy to formulate meals that'll hit the macronutrient requirements that I need, that'll give me the micronutrients I need, and I don't have to think about it much now. Of course, doing a full day of eating video, when you put a camera on yourself, there's that like pressure, right? You know, when people know they're being watched, the behavior changes. I'm going to do my best to make my meals exactly like I make them all the time. But I'm going to track the macros. So I don't even know what the macros are that I've been eating lately. Been eating more intuitively. Let me just stipulate, just because these macros work for me, doesn't mean that they're going to work for you. There is no magic template that'll make you lose body fat or gain muscle. I'd say that my macros right now, what I'm doing right now, is more geared towards fat loss for me. I'm at a high output stage, a high energy output phase, where I'm doing a lot of work, moving around a lot during the day. Got a 7-month-old baby and a 5-year-old daughter that keep me nimble and on my toes as well. And I've been really busy lately. And yeah, for that reason, I've been dropping some body fat. I'm not trying to get super shredded or anything, you know. I'm just trying to maintain muscle and enjoy some good ketogenic food and get my work done. The reason I like a ketogenic diet, one of the most important things about keto for me is it simplifies things. It simplifies my meals. I can eat 2 times a day, eat a decent sized meal twice a day, not be hungry in between. And I like the clear-headedness that comes with it. I like not having the blood sugar ups and downs. I like not having to have several meals a day. When I do eat carbs, I usually end up having about 3 meals a day. Right now, I think I'll probably do 2 meals today. But we'll see. So anyways, coming at you from the Andes of Ecuador, this incredibly beautiful morning. The sun is popping out and revealing all the green as springtime kind of pops in. We don't really have spring technically. We have a dry season and a rainy season, and the rainy season is coming to an end, thankfully. So yeah, the end of a season, the beginning of a new season, and here's a day of eating. All right, so had some water when I first woke up. Thought I should mention that. Hydration, always important. Drank a bunch of water when I woke up, and now I'm about to have some of this tea before I have my meal. This is a tea that I made yesterday from the barks of 2 trees. This is some tree tea right here. Let's see, can you see? There we go. This is made from chuchuhuasi and cat's claw, uña de gato. Again, we live in Ecuador, so we've got these things available. These are both highly potent herbs. They've been used for thousands of years. Both of them come from the jungle, from the Amazon. You can actually get both of these in the US and in Europe. Oh, that's so good. Both of them are astringent, a little bit astringent. Cat's claw less so. Very bitter, full of antioxidants. They use both of these for vitality, for immune system boosting. If you look up some of the studies on cat's claw for cancer and things like that, it's actually an incredible compound. Very, very good stuff. Chuchuhuasi, weird word, right? It almost sounds like, I don't know, weird word. Chuchuhuasi is used for vitality, for strengthening bones, and is really, really good for arthritis, apparently. I got a buddy who's got lots of old back injuries and stuff, and Bob really likes chuchuhuasi. He makes tea, chews on the bark, and I think he does an alcohol extract too. But just having a little bit of this tea, give you some antioxidants. I like bitters. I like bitter flavors. I like this tea, and I don't know, I like how it makes me feel. It's kind of warming, energizing, in like an adaptogen type of way. Not like coffee is, not stimulating, not like a, buzzy energy. Just a steady, nice flow of energy. That's what I like. So, cheers. The kitchen is occupied right now by everybody. Our little tiny kitchen. The roof's kind of cool. The walls are really ugly. We don't own this house. We didn't design this house. Don't judge me. All right. That window's pretty awesome though. So Jessica's making something that, I don't know, something that I don't usually eat. And because I'm a creature of habit, because we're all creatures of habits, I'm not going to eat what she's making right now. But Ariana's going to like it. Some peppers and onion. And is it hot? Spicy?
It's sweet peppers and white onion. And I'll add some garden greens in.
How sweet are the peppers?
It's just bell pepper.
Are they keto friendly?
Yes.
That's cool. All right, so check it out. Here's a pot full of slow cooked muscle meat, slow cooked grass-fed beef. I'm gonna have some of that. I'm gonna have some of Jessica's famous keto flatbreads, her flax chia keto flatbreads, and I'm gonna have some sardines. And shoot, if I can find a ripe avocado, I'm gonna throw that in the mix too, with some spices, some apple cider vinegar. I'll spice it up. I'll show you guys what I do. This is gonna be a simple meal, just stitched together from things to keep around the house. I always, when I'm working with clients, when I'm putting out content, I always try to tell people how important it is to build new habits. It's all about the habits. You've got to have go-to staple foods that you keep around, that you can always make meals that'll fit you, that'll suit your needs. And just having those go-tos is important. When you wake up in the morning or you're in the middle of the day, you got to eat, and you're really busy. What do you go to? What is your go-to food? For a lot of people, it's crap. For a lot of people, it's junk food, it's fast food, it's stuff that you don't want to eat, that's not going to be conducive to your goals, to having high energy and vitality, longevity, and to feeling your best and performing your best. I like to treat my vessel as best I can. I like to make everything as nice as I can around me. I'm one of those crazy people that thinks that like eating good foods and putting good, nutritious, healthy foods in your body should be a priority in your diet. Not eating a bunch of hyper-palatable crap foods. But that's just me. I'm just crazy, right? I like to make things nice, keep them nice. So yeah, have some staple foods around. Use some of these foods. I mean, the keto flatbreads, the recipe's on our website, primaledgehealth.com. This is a great one to have around. You can use it as a burger bun. You can throw some meat on it. Make an avocado sandwich with some meat and avocado or chicken or whatever. I like to just eat it with sardines and avocado. Mash it all up. Doesn't look that good. Might not even sound that good. But I like it. And for me, that's a staple. Gets me protein, gets me fat, gets me micronutrients, gets me potassium, gets me fiber, and gets me full so I can get on with my day and get stuff done. All right. I'll show you my meal in a moment. And there's the meal. I've got some slow-cooked grass-fed beef with a bunch of sea salt on it. I've got Jessica's amazing keto flatbreads. I mean, look at these. They've got butter all over them and some bits of avocado because I just threw them in the bowl. But these are like legit little pancakes. They're super good, made of chia and flax and egg. Super simple recipe. That's in the Ketogenic Edge cookbook. I've been eating this almost every day recently. I really like it. I don't know. I cycle it in and out, right? Some avocado mashed up with a little bit of apple cider vinegar, a bunch of salt, and some fresh ground pepper, and some sardines here on the side. These sardines are super, super good. This is the company that makes it. Matiz. Son de España. Cuando eres de España, hay que hablar con acento como así. Matiz. Super, super good. And this meal is clocking in at 59 grams of protein and 75.5 grams of fat and 3 grams of net carbohydrate. Got plenty of fiber, micronutrients, got the meat, got the fish, got DHA, which is one of the most, probably the most important lipid that you can put in your body. DHA is crucial. Actually, fish will help you to lower. The day is nearing an end. Semi-productive day. Didn't get the things that I wanted to do done, but I got some other stuff done. So it's all good. The one mission that I really wanted to get done today, as far as just hobby and personal stuff goes, was I wanted to get the tie rod ends on my truck and kind of tweak the steering a bit. It didn't happen. I couldn't. There was no space. at my boy Pila's spot to work in the shade, and it was really hot and sunny earlier. So maybe tomorrow I'll put those tie rod ends on. But anyways, 2 meals a day most of the time when I'm on a ketogenic diet, which is most of the time, is enough. 2 meals a day does it for me. It's great. I get 2 big meals. They completely fill me up, and I'm able to get all the nutrition I need, and it simplifies things. Only having to eat twice a day for me could be a game changer as far as productivity and as far as just living life. I don't want to be thinking about food all the time. That's why I like keto. I don't have to think about it. It's just like clockwork for me. I've got the habits are ingrained, and that's what it's all about. If you're trying to lose body fat, if you're trying to make body composition changes, shoot, if you're just trying to change your life and become a better person, it's about the habits. It's about what we go to in a pinch. So, like I said earlier, you've got to have a solid foundation of habits that you can go to when you're hungry, when you don't have much time, when you're busy, when you're stressed. You've got to change those habits, because that's when, a lot of the times, people will overeat or eat a bunch of junk food or just go for foods that are not nutritious and not very healthy. So that's what it's all about. Before I have my last meal, and show you what my last meal is, show you something else. I was drinking this a little bit throughout the day too. Not actually this, but I turned that into this, and that is aloe vera. This is the leaf of the aloe vera plant, incredibly medicinal plant. There actually were wars fought over aloe vera back in the day. Aloe vera is a highly medicinal plant, incredible, all kinds of amazing properties. I like it because it's refreshing. I don't know what it is about it. It makes me feel good to drink it. I think it really helps to soothe my digestive tract, to just soothe me in general, and I find it very calming and cooling. I'm a fiery, high energy, just intense person. I kind of like this calming herb sometimes. Aloe vera can be great. So it's a nice balancing herb for me. I like aloe. What I do is I take this. This is fresh aloe vera, fresh organic aloe vera from our organic garden, and I bleed that stuff out. So I let all that yellow gunk drip out, because that stuff, taste right now. Ooh, stuff is bitter. Check it out. Take that and put it on. Look how gross that stuff is. It's all yellow. It'll stain your skin. I let that stuff drip out, and then I fillet the inside of it. So I just kind of slice off the outer skin, and then I put the inside pulp in a blender with water, and it gives me this aloe vera juice. Straight up aloe vera blended with water. What are the macros on it, you might ask? How many carbs are in it, you might ask? I'm actually unclear on it. It's not a carby thing, though. It's definitely not sugary. Definitely not very sweet. It tastes super neutral, actually. It actually just tastes like thick water, if that makes sense. Ooh, super good. Should put some on my skin, too. I got a lot of sun today. Anyways, I like aloe vera. Very soothing. Very potent medicinal plant, and I've been sipping on that throughout the day. Now the macros on that, I'm very unclear. If you look at like the macros on aloe vera pulp, most people say that it's, for like a cup of it, it's 100 calories, but then they say that it's 0 carbs, 0 fat, 0 protein. I don't know. There's probably some carbohydrate in it, but it's definitely not a sugary, super sweet thing. So I'm not counting this, but hey, I'm all about transparency. I'm all about honesty. This is one of those things that I'm eating today. And that's the last of it. So I took down about 1 leaf worth, about one of these, worth of aloe vera. Alright, dinner's coming up. About to eat in the next 20 or so minutes, and I will show you what my last meal is, and I'll weigh it and everything, and I'll count the macros for you. So, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. And there's my last meal. So, you are looking at Mama's Best Meatballs from the Ketogenic Edge cookbook. This is just a pretty basic meatball recipe that Jessica developed that I really like. I over-peppered part of it, so I'll have to mix that up together. But it's Mama's Best Meatballs from the Ketogenic Edge cookbook, a training manual for low-carb, ketogenic, and paleo cuisine, with a bed of organic zucchini pasta. So the meatball recipe, it's something that's super simple. We eat it all the time. What we actually like to do often is mix 50% ground beef heart, very high in coenzyme Q10, and just a really, really delicious source of micronutrients and protein that not a lot of people tap into. Organ meats are the most forgotten parts of the animal, and actually in nature they are the most prized parts of the animal. Oh man, it sounds like there's a battle going on in the kitchen right now. Ariana's yelling. They're the most prized parts of the animal. When you look at any apex predator, wolves, coyotes, lions, what do they eat first? They eat the heart and the liver. They go for the nutrient-dense organ meats. There are nutrients in these parts, that are not in any other parts of the animal. They're not in the muscle meat. You're not going to find the amounts of vitamin D, vitamin A that you find in liver anywhere else in the animal. So sometimes we like to mix 50% ground beef heart with 50% ground beef and make the meatball recipe that's available in the cookbook. And it's just a really delicious way to get in organ meats and to use all the parts of the animal, to waste nothing. So it's sitting on a bed of just a basic spiralized zucchini pasta. Really, really good. Basic recipes. Actually, there's a recipe for, it's called zucchini linguine in Jessica's amazing cookbook, the Ketogenic Edge Cookbook, a training manual for low-carb, ketogenic, and paleo cuisine. Now, this meal clocks in at a whopping 37 grams of protein, 60 grams of fat, and 3 grams of net carbohydrate. So, 37 protein, 60 fat, 3 grams net carbohydrate, and that puts my daily total at 108 grams of protein and 135.5 grams of fat. So, if I had a specific goal in mind that I wanted, like a direction I wanted to take my body, if I was one of my clients, this would definitely be fat loss macros. This is fat loss level ketogenic intake. And of course, just because it's fat loss macros for me doesn't mean it's fat loss macros for you. For me, I'll lose body fat pretty quickly if I maintain this, which I have been for the last couple weeks because I've been so busy and I've just been simplifying and I haven't been that hungry. My hunger comes in waves. It fluctuates throughout the year, through the seasons. I don't know. That's just how it is. The bodies don't behave in a linear, rational manner all the time. Our bodies are systems within systems, interacting with external systems within systems. And it's an amazing, miraculous existence, actually. But yeah, that's my last meal. Don't know what else to say. Probably going to sign out here. This will be the end of the video. Full day of eating, ketogenic diet, not intermittent fasting, but I only had 2 meals today. I ate my first meal at about 7 in the morning. Set that circadian rhythm, get that cortisol down, increase leptin levels, and increase satiety while decreasing hunger. I always have clients eat within an hour of waking up. Pretty important. Breakfast is the most important meal. If I were to be doing intermittent fasting, what I would do is I would have my lunch or my dinner earlier in the day. So if I ate at 7 a.m., I might eat my last meal at like 2 p.m., and that would be an intermittent fasting window technically. But what I'm doing today, it's not exactly intermittent fasting, but I had my first meal and then went a long time until my last meal. I just did 2 of them. Simple, efficient, delicious, gets me what I need, and I don't have to think about it too much. That's what it's all about. We got to build habits that we can sustain long term. And for me, this is sustainable long term. This is the habit that I go back to. This is what I always fall back on. And it's super easy, super simple, and it works. And I feel vibrant, healthy, and alive on it. And that's what it's all about. Who cares what your body looks like if you got no life inside, right? What are you really doing with that energy that you have? What are you really doing in that vessel, in that vehicle that you're driving all around there? Anyways, you can find more content at primaledgehealth.com. If you like this, like it, share it, do all that stuff that people on YouTube always say to do. If you want more, check out primaledgehealth.com. If you're interested in coaching, find us at the coaching section at www.primaledgehealth.com. And if you want some of these recipes, if you want to experience the fruits of over 1.5 years of labor on part of Jessica, the Ketogenic Edge cookbook took her so long to make. She really went into the fine details in this book. All the recipes are fat loss friendly macros. None of them are like 100 grams of fat. She went through and made sure that that every recipe was something that we would want to recommend to our clients, and we wanted it as a resource. We wanted a resource that we wanted to make the book that we would have wanted to have when we started keto. The book that lays it all out, shows you how to do it, and trains you how to formulate ketogenic meals and tells you how to do it. So there's an entire section on organ meats. Actually, several of the recipes that I've done today are in there, including the keto flatbreads from earlier, Mama's Best meatballs, and I think it's called zucchini linguine in there. But just a basic zucchini pasta recipe that you can build on and expand from there. She actually teaches you how to expand on these recipes and how to adjust the macros. She put so much nitty-gritty fine detail in it, it's ridiculous. So you want to check that out, check out my wife's cookbook, the Ketogenic Edge Cookbook, a training manual for low carbohydrate, paleo, and ketogenic cuisine. I got the order there wrong, but whatever. So I'm going to sign out. I'm going to eat my meal. It's probably cold by now because I've been blabbering for so long. So thank you for watching. See you guys next time.